I love the detail that these two are talking to each other between levels. That's just so cool. Hey everybody, here to you, and welcome back to Let's Play Splatoon 2 Octo Expansion. In the previous episode, we start off with Line C, and today's episode it's time to continue onward with Stamp, Collaborate, and Glisten. Stamped up Station. Stamp, Collaborate, and Glisten. I can't come up with any more lyrics. I was thinking about writing a parody for this song to use in the video, but that requires effort, and effort is gross. Beware, the Octo Stamp DX will try to smash you on sight. Only the ones with glowing eyes can fall on you. Once it's down, climb up onto its back and take care of business. Good luck out there. Sploosh-o-matic time! More like win-o-matic! The Octo Stamp DX will fall in your direction if it gets your attention. So, this is an interesting level, because we'll be playing around with the Octo Stamp DX. I don't remember off the top of my head if they were in Octo Canyon. I think they were, but I might be wrong about that. If they am, I put a caption on screen. So yeah, make future me's job harder. So, the thing about this level is, as Marina said, it will fall in the direction once you get its attention. So, you can throw a spot bomb over there, and it'll be like, oh, shiny, shiny, mine! And it'll face punch right in the direction. So basically, you want to use that towards your advantage, and use it to take over the world! This one can be a little bit tricky, though, because your attack range doesn't go quite high enough to go all the way up there, but eventually it'll get back on its feet, or wheels, or whatever you want to call it. And then you want to get its attention again, so can you fall on your face, please? It'll eventually fall on its face once you get its attention, and then you can climb back up here. Whee! Ooh, simply fantastic. We can grab these if we shoot them, but I'm bad at aiming, or better. Go located. Hey, that's my line. Aw, Captain Cuttlefish is getting his job stolen. Unfortunate. But I mean, final checkpoint. We take care of that. And then I throw another splat bomb up there to activate the balloon. That's always just so much fun to look at. Alright then, so taking care of all of that, we can go over here, climb on top of the Octo Stamp DX, and destroy the goal. You have now unlocked 7 lines. You can view them on the Deep Sea Metro map. None of the 4 things can be found here. Try searching on a different line. I'd like to offer you a reward for finding this new line. Please pay me a visit. So now we have a few more options on where we can go. We can start line F if we want, but we're not going to be doing that for a little while. Instead, we're continuing on through line C with Don't Just Stand There, Bust and Move Station. Slosher. I have to go. Actually, we can get more if we do that. No, Slosher. I always do this with Slosher. I have to do it with the Slosher. It's in my blood. Please destroy all 20 target crates before time runs out. The structure will rotate out from under you, so be sure to lay down some ink. The timer will start once you jumped in. I gotta say this right now. The backgrounds, buildings in particular for this level, always reminded me of the first level from Octo Valley in the first game. Might just be me, but that's just something I always think of whenever I come into this area. Alright, so now what we need to do is we need to move around the stage. And there's gonna be some boxes everywhere, so that's gonna be pretty fun. There's 20 boxes in all. It's always going to rotate in the same direction, so you can strategize that way. I like having a slosher because it's going to make it a bit easier to go around the walls, and that's probably the reason why this is one gives you the lowest reward between all the weapons in Splatoon in this level. So we go over this way, take care of that, and take care of you. You definitely want to be careful so that you don't try swimming up walls that you can't climb onto. That might go without saying this far into the game, but trust me, it happens more often than you may think. At least to me. Maybe. I don't know if anybody else goes that way. But we're almost done. Hopefully we'll be able to do this on the first try. That seems to be the running trend during this recording session, and I would love for that trend to continue because that would be all kinds of awesome. Let's go on top of this one. Oh my goodness, that was so close. Oh my goodness, that was so close. It was a scary experience. It was frightening. It was traumatizing. And there's only one more box left, and it's right here. Do you have to go all the way? Do you have to wait for it to go all the way around? Of course we do. Oh no, this is not a good spot. We almost died right there again. This is very nerve-wracking. Okay, one more box. Yay! We passed the test. Do I get a cookie? Actually, that reminds me of something funny. So, a few years ago in a drawing class, my teacher has this habit of lying to everybody by saying that he's going to get pizza if we do well on our finals. I got an A on all of my drawing finals, and I never got pizza in that class. I'm sure it's just more of a motivational thing than anything else, but that was the first time I heard that. I legitimately thought we were getting pizza, and we never did, and it's the reason why I have trust issues. You must reach the goal before time runs out. When you reach the final area, you'll need to destroy the bumpers as fast as you can. So it will be easier if you take a lot of 8-balls with you. But remember, if you lose a single one, it's game over. Whoa, that is cool. I never noticed a spoon bending like that before. I could say that all day, but that's not great for the pacing of this video, so let's move onward. And we're reunited with George! Hey, George, how's it going? Did you do something different to your hair? Because you don't have any. That'd be kind of amazing if you did do something different to your hair when you don't have any hair. But anyway, let's go over this way and destroy all of these thingy-majiggers. Do we need to destroy these? I don't think we need to destroy them. Okay, so let's just move on over here. Hey, go this way, George. George. There we go. I love these 8-ball levels. I don't understand why some people don't. I've always loved these levels, even if the music leaves something to be desired. But anyway, now George has a friend. So what can we name George's buddies? We already have George. We can't name him Carl because that's the name of Carl, a pizza man from Limbo. That's canonical fact. Excuse me, I can't word myself properly today. Okay, you know what? We're gonna call them Jerry. We're gonna call them Jerry, and when we find the other one, we're gonna name him Tom. Okay, now we have George, Tom, and Jerry. Yay! How's it going? Are you a bad influence on George? I hope you're not, because that would be bad. Great logic there, Lady Garrett. Great logic. Don't be a bad influence, because that would be bad. I'm sorry, I can't get over how stupid that sounded. Looks like there's a launch pad over there. Alright, let's do it. Come on. Come on, get into the thing. Get in the thing. Alright. Now they're all the way over there, and we have a bunch of bumpers to destroy. It's like Big Bump In. The best Burger King game, which isn't saying much because they all were terrible. And working on that gaming gallery for the Burger King games was honestly one of the most, was probably like one of the most difficult ones to work on because I kind of didn't want to do it, but I already promised everybody that I would do it, and I just don't want to talk about sneaking anymore. So that's a fun experience. And that was the last level we'll be taking care of in today's video for Octo Expansion. So, next up, we'll be moving on to the regularly scheduled imaginary save file magical land. Yay! Welcome to the imaginary land of alternate save file. Today we're playing it through Wally Warehouse and Turf War 1v1. Ooh, the stakes are high. And now I want steak. Alright, so as you may have remembered from a couple videos ago, there are going to be instances during this Let's Play where it's not all that realistic for me to be able to record footage of normal matches if I want to demonstrate every multiplayer match in every mode in this game. So, once again, huge shout out to the James Rosa for helping me record this footage. You are awesome. Go check out his Splatoon 2 Octo Expansion Let's Play. Yay, promotions! But anyway, in today's episode, we're playing through Turf War in Wally Warehouse, and in case you can tell by how many more minutes this video is going to last, we don't have a lot of time to talk about weapons, so let's get right into it. We're going to be discussing the last two lines of rollers in the game. There's the Dynamo Roller and the Flingzo Roller. Ooh, they're fancy. Alright, so the first line, I have a lot to say about this one, and I don't have a lot of time to do so. The Dynamo Roller, it sucks. I'm sorry, I know there are a lot of people who really like this weapon. This is just one of my personal least favorite weapons in the entire game. It's one of those things where no matter how hard I try using it, I am terrible at it and can never get anything done, but every single time that I come across somebody else using it, they are a god. I cannot do anything to them. So, the Dynamo Roller is, without a doubt, one of the heaviest weapons in the game. And what I mean by that is that you're going to be very slow. You're not going to move all that fast, you're going to be a tank, but that's exactly some people's playstyles, so it may match how you play these games. So, as for the weapon itself, like I said, it's a very slow weapon, and not even just running speed, but the flicking attack also takes a moment to actually use. Now, you are slightly protected by the weapon itself because it's so big, and if you are teaming up with somebody with Umbrella, you are pretty much unstoppable at that point, unless somebody has a curling bomb or a good strategy that I can't think of off the top of my head right now. But the trade-off is that the Dynamo Roller has, without a doubt, the largest range of attack out of any roller in general. So, if range is what you care about and you like being a tank, this is the weapon for you. There are a few versions of the Dynamo Roller. There's the regular version, which comes with an Ink Mine and a Stingray, unlocked to level 20, so you're probably not going to see it for a little while, but this gives you a great time to get used to how rollers work in general. So this is basically you can kind of think of this as like the end goal for roller mains, if you will. There's also a Gold Dynamo Roller, which comes with a Splat Bomb and Ink Armor. Ink Armor is mean with this, because you're invincible for a moment, and you're basically like an invincible tank. And that's just rude. But yeah, Splat Bomb, Ink Armor, and I'm up to level 25. But something interesting about the Gold Dynamo Roller in particular is that when this game was data mined, there was a version of this weapon that was discovered by data miners that actually contained a toxic mist, not a Splat Bomb. So this was likely changed at the very last minute. And there is also a Kensa Dynamo Roller, which comes with a Sprinkler and a Booyah Bomb, unlocked at level 29, and this is the second most expensive weapon in the entire game, and it's the most expensive roller, so you're going to need to save up a lot of money for that one if you want to use it. And the last weapon is the Flingzo Roller. The regular version comes with a Splash Wall and a Splat Bomb Launcher unlocked to level 24, and the Foil Flingzo Roller comes with a Suction Bomb and a Tenta Missile unlocked to level 28. So this one is new to Splatoon 2. This wasn't in the original one at all. And something interesting about this one is it works kind of like a good middle ground between a Carbon Roller and a Dynamo Roller. The horizontal swings from this Flingzo Roller acts like a Carbon Roller, but the vertical swings act like a Dynamo Roller. So if you like a Dynamo Roller, but you don't really like the fact that it's slow all the time, this is a pretty good middle ground if you want to try something like that. And that's all the weapons we'll be discussing in this video. So next time we're going to start talking about brushes, specifically the ink brush and the Octo brush. We may have more time to discuss other ones, but I'm not quite sure right now because I can't see the future. Alright, so yeah, we don't have a lot of time to talk about anything else, so I'll just say this is tower control, and that's always an interesting experience if you know anything about my particular tastes with ranked battles. Personally speaking, I think tower control this is probably one of the lesser fun stages to play tower control in general, because of these hallways right here, they're kind of like at an angle. It's kind of like playing tower control in Air 1 Mall, where there's like a bunch of walls that that anybody could be hiding at any time, and it's always really nerve-wracking trying to stay on the tower. But that's going to be it for this episode of Splatoon 2 Octo Expansion. So thank you all so much for watching this video, and until next time, Lady Gear to you. Oh yeah!